Hey everybody, how's it going? Welcome back to my channel. In this video, I want to talk about MULN Automotive again, ticker symbol MULN, because quite frankly, there isn't a whole heck of a lot else working in my portfolio. Pretty much all of my long-term holds are just fading down because the market is so weak. The only other thing I really have working are put options on BTU, and besides MULN and BTU, everything else is in the red today, unfortunately. But after I talk about MULN Automotive, I want to get into the overall market. I think today is a very significant technical day, so I want to go over that really quick, and then I'm going to get into my trading activity. So if you want to see if I made or lost any money today, make sure you stick around all the way to the end for that. But I do want to let you know I have a Patreon group, and the link is down there in the description. It's only $9.99 a month, and if you'd like to join our little trading group, the link is down there. I'm in the Discord every single day, and I also try to put out a pre-market watch list video just to show you everything that I'm looking at, the day trades that I see potentially setting up in case you guys want to participate in any of those trades. But let's get into MULN Automotive. This is the daily chart right here. If I zoom in just a little bit here, we can see the volume today is picking up significantly, and that is a very good sign. We got a little bit of a doji candle happening right here. There's about an hour or so left in the trading day, so hopefully MULN can end near the high of the day. I think if MULN can end near $2 a share or higher, I think there's an excellent chance we're going to have some more follow through to the upside. If we get a close near the bottom of the day, that is not good news technically for the stock. Now, these type of stocks that have a ton of volume coming in, the actual trading days don't have to be perfect. There can always be a ton of volume that comes in the next day. But that's why you look at these type of candles. They kind of, with the shape of them, they let you see what price action could be following. So MULN still looks pretty good. Hopefully it can close near the high of the day. I actually trimmed some of my dollar call options that I bought last week that are expiring this Friday. When I buy call options with a couple of weeks or so left on them, I like to get rid of them on the Monday or Tuesday of the week of the Friday that they expire. Normally, if you hold them, Wednesday or beyond Wednesday, and you have one big day against you, it tends to really wipe out a lot of the value of those call options. So today I had a nice little gap up. I sold those $1 call options for 95 cents a piece. I had bought those for 15 cents a piece, so pretty good gain. I actually got rid of all of my $1 call options that are expiring this week. I'm still holding the ones that are expiring in April, so hopefully we get some more follow through to the upside. But these call options that I sold for this week more than paid for all of the options that I bought for the entire time. So this is a free position as far as right now, and I've actually even pocketed a little bit. So those are the type of positions that you want. But let's go to the minute chart on MULN Automotive. And as we can see, MULN had a very nice gap up, started to fade a little bit, but has been rounding up the rest of the day. So if this one can end over $2 a share, I think that is going to be extremely bullish for tomorrow. And that's the type of close for the day that I am hoping for, especially if we can get a pickup in volume towards the close. I think that's going to be the absolute perfect scenario. And it's building up to potentially be closing like that. There's just a lot more momentum coming in on the buy side as the day is getting closer to the close. So I think the price action on MULN is still very bullish. All right, well, before I get into my trading activity, I just want to touch base on these market averages because I think today we are having a pretty significant technical day. We can see that the QQQs have fallen all the way down into this support area right here, and it has fallen down into it rather quickly. If I zoom in a little bit closer here, we can see this little bottoming day that we had where we had a few days in a row where it kind of surged up. Once it rolled over, we had 4 straight down days coming down into that area, had 1 day up, and then it just rolled over again. So 3 straight down days, had a little bit of a doji right here. But when you get one of those dojis, what you want to do is wait for the direction of the next candle, because that is most likely where the market is going to continue to go, and that's what we're having right now. The QQQs came down into this area very early in the day, and it's been holding serve ever since, but we got, about a hour or so left in the trading day, so I wouldn't be a bit surprised if the sell-off kind of accelerates and ends up breaking this support level. Hopefully we can hold serve and continue to hold this level and maybe have an update tomorrow. But just the way that the sellers look like they are in control, I think the market is probably in big trouble, and we're in for another wave down. But let's take a look at the spider. If we take a look at the S&P 500, kind of the same thing, but it's holding up just a little bit better than the QQQs. So spiders are offering a little bit more hope. And if we look at the diamonds, you can see the Dow Jones is actually holding up even better than the spiders. Got a slight green candle today. So it's going to be very important to see where the market ends up. But the one that is the most discouraging is the IWM. The IWM has been holding up very strong, but it looks like it is throwing in the towel and rolling over. So it's going to be pretty interesting to see if we can end up holding this support level right here. I think if the IWM ends up breaking the support level, the market could be in big trouble. All right, so let's bring it in again and talk about something that's more upbeat, because talking about the market averages lately has just been depressing. But getting into my trading activity, I actually made one round trip trade today, and that was with KSCP, and it actually worked out. If you're not familiar with my channel, I like to use a gap and go type of day trade strategy to try to earn some daily income. Sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't. This one today happened to work out. But before I get into this, please remember, this is all for entertainment purposes only. Please make all of your own buying and selling decisions. Day trading is actually very difficult. It took me a long time to actually get profitable with it. If I could give anybody any kind of advice that wants to day trade, you definitely want to paper trade for a while, and then you want to start trading with real money with very small positions. You know, whenever I start a new trading system, I always do it that way. Start with some paper trades, and then I start with just very small positions and work my way up so I can, you know, emotionally condition myself to trade with those bigger positions. Some people are just gunslingers. They can go in with big money and, you know, trade any size and just be fine. I am not one of those people. I'm a little bit more nervous when I put real money to work, so that's the way I have to do it, and that's the way I would recommend anybody. Even if you're a gunslinger, it never hurts to, you know, work your way up. But let's get into this trade right here. Let me go to the minute chart so we can see it just a little bit better. Zoom the chart out. Actually, this one I could have made a lot more money. I almost took a second trade in it, and I thought at the last second, I thought better of it the last second, but it was actually would have been a profitable trade as well. Let me zoom in a little bit closer. For whatever reason, my software is being a pain in the butt today. But what I like to do with these gap and go trades, once the market gaps up, I like to either wait for a rounded bottom, look for a clear ceiling, or if it just gaps up and consolidates near the highs, I like to buy it on a break of a new high. This one had a little bit of a rounding bottom. Pulled back, you can see those three candles where it made that clear-cut ceiling right there. So I put in my order just above. Let me see if I can put that at the right spot. Put in my order just above it. Actually, I put in my order at $5.53, and it actually executed my order at $5.53. I couldn't believe it. Got a great fill. Put in my order to sell it at $5.74, and that's actually pretty close to where it topped out before it turned around. So I made a pretty decent trade on that one. Now, I was watching this one all day, and I couldn't believe that it made three beautiful J hooks right in a row. So that was the first one. That was a small one. Once it started to round up again, I was watching it. I wasn't really considering taking this trade, but this would have been one that have worked out as well if you probably would have put it in order right there to break it above, or to catch it once it broke above that ceiling right there. That one had a pretty decent move, about a 6% move. That would have been enough for me. This was the second one that I thought about grabbing. Let me see if I can find that. Let's put it right there. But this is where I was going to buy it, and I pulled it back right at the last second. I was like, there's no way we're going to have another third J-hook pattern, but that's exactly what happened, and this would have been the one to catch, because this was just a monster move, and it happened pretty fast. That would have been a very profitable trade if I could have caught it, but I figured since I got so lucky on this trade, getting in right here and getting out almost near the top on that first one, I didn't want to press my luck, but I guess I should have pressed my luck on that one. But if we look at KSCP, You can see it actually, after having those 3 big moves, just kind of faded down the rest of the day. I mean, there's still time left in the trading day, but this one just ended up fading. And so many of them, after that first half hour to an hour, just end up fading down into the close. That's why I like to trade just about that first half hour or so, and you know, don't even worry about it, because usually as the day goes on, there's just more of a possibility of the breakouts failing. That's why I kind of thought this one was going to be a failed one, but man, that would have been a very nice one to catch. But going back to the daily chart on KSCP, you can see we definitely had that patented fade down into the close. But all in all, was a decent trade. Besides the put or the call options that I sold on MULN, this was the only other trading activity I had for the day. So kind of a boring day, but I'm going to end the video right there, but thank you so much for watching my video all the way to the end. If you have any questions, please leave it down there in the comment section, and I will get back to you as soon as I can. If you see any nice swing trades setting up or anything cool in the market, please leave it down there in the comments as well. I'm always looking for new trading you know, possibilities in the market. I only got 2 eyes. I can't see everything. So anything you guys can give me a heads up on, I certainly appreciate it. But I'm going to end it right there. Thank you so much for watching all the way to the end. Until next time, take care, everybody.